All right. So we were discussing the program of stack yesterday, and once again, I gave a briefing to it. So we were on the peak function, peak and the display function. Peak function, I told you, means that we are to access the element which is lying at the top of the stack. We are to check which element lies at the top of the stack. Okay. So when we enter the value of ch3, right, that will invoke the peak function. This is the calling of the peak function. In the peak function, I have passed stack s as the parameter. This is the actual parameter. Then I jump to the function. This is the peak function. The area which I have shaded, this is the peak function. Now check if your stack is empty by comparing your stack with the empty square bracket. If your stack is empty, there is no element in the stack, return -1. -1, when you will return, it will go here and it will get stored in the variable item. Okay. Whatever value comes from the function, it will get stored in this variable. Now, if value of item is -1, compare -1 with -1. If this condition evaluates to true, that means the stack is empty and it will print the message of underflow. Otherwise, if this condition fails, stack is not empty, there are some elements lying in the stack, so this condition will not work out. You will go in the else part. In the else part, you calculate the value of the top, that what is the current value of the top. Okay, suppose there are 4 elements in the stack. Okay, there are 4 elements in the stack. So length is 4 and top will be 4 minus 1, that is 3. For me, 3 means 4 because indexing starts from 0. Okay. So return s of top. Top is 3. Whatever is lying on s of 3, that will be the value at the top. Return that value and it will come and store here in the variable item. And item is, suppose the value lying at third index is 22. The value, the element which is lying at index 3, it is 22. So 22 will come and store here. 22 will go in the else part. Topmost item in the stack is 22, because we are assuming that the value of item variable is 22. Okay. I hope the peak function is also clear. Then last but not the least, we have display function. If you are giving the choice 4, if you are giving choice 4, that means it will invoke the display function. And this is the display function. In display function, the whole structure of the stack will get displayed. You have inputted 2 elements or you have popped any one element, whatever will be the structure, that will be displayed when you will call upon display function. But here also one thing you have to see, that whether your stack is empty or not. When you are going with the pop function, peak function or display function, in all the 3 functions, you have to check this condition first, that is your stack empty. Okay. then only you proceed with the next operation. If stack is empty, okay, print the message stack is empty. Otherwise, if stack is not empty, then you come at the else part, calculate the value of the top. Suppose there are, again I tell you, there are 4 elements. So top is 4 minus 1, top is at third index. Top is at third index. Okay. S of top, S of 3. S of 3 पे पड़ा है 22. So it will print like this. The arrow, this arrow symbol signifies that this value is lying at the top and top variable is pointing to this value. Arrow हमेशा उस वैल्यू को पॉइंट करेगा जो टॉप पर है, because as per the technique of the stack, the insertion and deletion takes place only at one end, that is top, right? Because stack is based on the LIFO technique, last in first out. जो सबसे लास्ट में इंसर्ट हुआ है सबसे पहले वो डिलीट होगा, right? Clear? Then you print, you take the for loop and in the reverse order you print your stack. Okay, got it? So this was your stack program in Python. This complete program, please you have to transfer it in your practical files. It is a part of your practical file also for term 2. For term 2, you have to type 3 programs of Python, then MySQL portion will start. This is the first program of Python which is to be transferred in practical file. Okay, clear? Now I just once again run this program so that you get thorough with the logic of the code. Enter your choice. I say 1. Enter the element you want to insert in the stack. I say 10. Then again the coding is asking me the choice to have your selection. I am going with again 1. This time I insert 11. Again I opt 1. This time I enter 12. Enter your choice. Number 4. I want to display the stack. 12 was the last value which was inserted. So top is pointing to 12. You can see this structure. Is it clearly visible to everyone in the lecture? Yes, class. Are you able to view the output clearly? Okay. Then enter your choice. This time I say number 3. Topmost item in the stack is 12. Okay. Enter your choice number 2. So the item which is lying at the top will be the first one to be removed. So 12 chala gaya. Ab stack ka structure kya hai? Now 11 is, top is pointing to 11. Then I say again pop, 11 get pop, and this time the structure is only 10. Only one element is there in the stack and top is pointing to that particular element. Now again I say pop, so entire stack is empty. Now if after your stack is empty, you try to display the stack, the message will come stack is empty, because there is nothing to display, stack is empty, so message has come. And if you try to pop something from the empty container, the program will give the message underflow. Okay, got it? So this was about your stack. Now similar to this, I show some other programs to you. Okay, this is another program, second program which you are to do in your practical files. This question has been taken from the sample papers. Okay, so this also covers a very good logic of the stack. So all of you go through the question carefully, right? Write a function in Python push. अब एग्जामिनर आपसे सारा प्रोग्राम नहीं पूछ रहा, एग्जामिनर आपसे एक लिमिटेड चीज पूछ रहा है. Write a function in Python push, and inside the push function, this br is the name of the list. Br is the name of the list. From this list, push all the numbers which are divisible by 3 in the stack S. आपके पास एक list है. This is the list, and the name of the list is br. What you are to do, you are to pick up all the elements which are divisible by 3 and transfer them into stack. Initially your stack is empty. Okay, you are to transfer all the elements which are divisible by 3 to the stack. Got it? The question is clear to all. So let us go with the discussion of this question. Okay, all right, so start from the main function. I have initialized a list. Okay, print the original list as it is. Now call the push function, and inside this push function you pass your list as parameter. Okay, list br is passed as parameter to push function. Okay, and we jump to the push function. This is the push function. This br is the formal parameter. Right, and this is the actual parameter. This is the declaration of stack. Initially my stack is empty. Initially stack S is empty. We are to fill it. How we are to fill it? With all the numbers which are divisible by 3. अपने लिस्ट की लेंथ निकालो. Whatever is the length of the list, put the length in the y variable. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19. So y will have the value 19. For loop चलाइए. Okay, list का element, the element of list, try to divide it by 3. If you get the remainder 0, it means element is divisible by 3. When you modulus the element of list with 3, if you get the remainder 0, it means element is divisible by 3. Then using the append function, append that element of the list in the stack. Stack भी एक list है ना? In Python, stack is also implemented as a list only. So append function will work successfully here. So what the same thing I have done, stack s dot append function, और इसमें क्या append करना है? List का element br of x. Br of x will be that element which satisfies this condition. If I'm understood by everyone, please raise your thumb to give your feedback. Parallel also, I get to know how many are attending the class sincerely. Anushka, Maulik, Hiya, Udit, Sanvinder, Akriti, Ruchika, Vaibhav, Nandini, Manreet, Mohit, Bhavneet, Jatin, Lagan, Abhishek, Tanisha, Vidisha, Varun, Tushar, Pratham. Okay. So these are attentive. Okay. So again, I repeat, stack is a list only. Using append method, in bracket write the element. This element will be that element which satisfies this condition. Okay. Now check the length of the stack. हो सकता है, it may happen, there is no element which is divisible by 3. There is no such element which is divisible by 3. At that time, no element will be transferred to stack, so your stack will go empty. Okay. Otherwise, print the stack. Otherwise, print the stack. So such questions in the same format, just the condition is changed. They have come in board examination so many times. If you see the sample papers of term 2 and the previous sample papers, so such questions are there. Okay. So I just run the code. Check it out. Check the output. The earlier list is the original list, and this is your stack. Clear? Any questions? Any doubt? So this is the second program which you are to transfer to the practical file. First is stack program. This is term 2 file I'm talking about. Okay, for term 2. First program stack, which I discussed earlier. Second program is this question, which is just displayed in front of you. Right? +2, am I clear to all? Okay. You can take the screenshot if you want. Then after this, I would like to discuss another question related to stack. Yeah, this question. Go through this question carefully. Write a function in Python pop where stack S is the stack implement by list of numbers. The function should return the value deleted from the stack. Earlier we did the push function. Now we are going with the pop function. Okay. So up till here, the question is exactly same. Right? I initialize the list. I print the original list. Find out the length of the list and transfer the length to variable y. Run the for loop up till the length of the list. Okay, the length of y is, the value of y is 19. Let me ask you one question. I know everybody might be knowing, but still I want to ask this. What values y will take here? I have shaded y. What values y will take here? Who will tell? For loop के अंदर मैंने y लिया है. Again Maulik, again the same hand. Is there any other child except Maulik who can give the answer? Every time the same child is answering the questions. Yes, Hiya, unmute yourself. Abhishek, okay.
Sir, 0 to 18.
0 to 18, very right, good. 0 to 18, good. Now check all the elements which are divisible by 3 and transfer them to stack. Okay, stack में elements डालोगे तो pop करोगे ना. अगर stack में कुछ elements होंगे तो ही pop operation चलेगा. अगर आपका stack ही empty है तो what you will pop. So that is why मैंने push function यहीं बना दिया. मैंने stack यहीं पे create कर दिया. Okay, now call the pop function and I will jump to the pop function here. Find out the length of the stack and transfer the length to x. अब ये जो stack की length है वो ये होगी, ये वाली. जितने elements 3 से divisible है वो सारे नहीं. Y will take all the elements, x will take the total number of those elements which are divisible by 3. Okay, if x is 0, if x is 0 means there is no single element which is divisible by 3. So your stack remains empty. If x is 0, then but obvious you print the message under flow stack is empty. Otherwise, find the length of the stack and put the length in A till your length is more than 0. Run the while loop. SA minus 1. This means last element of stack to which top variable points. A minus 1 is the last element of the stack. Okay, जो भी last element है उसको V में डाल दो और उसको प्रिंट करवा दो. क्लियर? अगर मैं 3 की बात करूं तो ये वाले एलिमेंट हैं जो आ जाएंगे 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 33, then you're having 36, 39. Okay, so SA minus 1, this is S of A minus 1, 39. So V में क्या आ गया? 39. Okay, element deleted is 39 क्योंकि top इसको point कर रहा है. The element which is inserted at the end is the element to which your top variable point. क्योंकि ये लास्ट में इंसर्ट हुआ है, टॉप पर ये है, तो यही सबसे पहले रिमूव होगा. ओके, देन पॉप फंक्शन कॉल किया. पॉप फंक्शन को यूज करके ये वाला एलिमेंट रिमूव हो गया. करंट स्टेटस ऑफ द स्टैक, दिस इज द करंट स्टेटस. आफ्टर रिमूविंग 39, दिस इज द करंट स्टेटस. और ए को डिक्रीमेंट करते रहो. अब क्या रिमूव होगा? 39 के बाद कौन सा एलिमेंट रिमूव होगा? Yes, who will tell? You have removed 39. Now the turn of which element to be popped out? Yes, +2 class. After removing 39, which element will be removed from the stack? Yes, Mohit.
Sir, 36.
Very good, 36. After 36, after 36, Yes, class. Please tell me. After 36. Yes, Manreet.
Sir, 33.
33. Very good. Keep on speaking, Manreet. Next.
27.
Keep on, keep on, keep on.
24.
Good.
21.
21, then 18, then 15, then
18.
12. Acha, Manreet, after 12 is pop. If I want to pop here now, what will happen?
So stack will be empty.
Stack will be empty. Okay, message will come underflow. Good response, Manreet. Nice. Clear to all? Stack is clear to all. So all these three programs you are to transfer to your practical files. Okay. Any doubt in these three questions? Please feel free to discuss. Don't cram them. Try to understand the logic. Don't go with the cramming part. Clear? So I just close the Python and I go with the MySQL database. All right. Is MySQL window visible to everyone? So I connect with the database and I open the table. This was the table. Okay. Now today I'll be discussing one important command that is related to group. Before I discuss that command, I give one example to you. From that example, you will get to know what I want to say by group command. In your class, count the total number of students alphabetically wise. टोटल कितने बच्चे हैं जिनका नाम ए से शुरू हो रहा है? टोटल कितने बच्चे हैं जिनका नाम बी से शुरू हो रहा है? टोटल कितने बच्चे हैं जिनका नाम सी से शुरू हो रहा है? For example, 20 students are there having name A. So you say A 20. Total students 15 with the name B starting from B. And there are 5 students who are having the name starting with character C. This is group. This is group. When you want to display the result as a part of the group, that time we make use of group by command. Like for example, in the table displayed in front of you, I want to group the students on the basis of grade. कितने बच्चों का A grade है, कितने बच्चों का B grade है, कितने बच्चों का C grade है? Total number of students in each grade. Total number of students in each grade. The way order by command is based on some field, group by command is also based on a field. Now in the question, total number of students in each grade, that means your grouping is done on the basis of grade. Select count star. Whenever you use the group by command, count star will always come. Count star means total occurrence. Count star means total occurrence. Comma grade. From board to ग्रुप बाय ग्रेड। जैसे ऑर्डर बाय किसी फील्ड के बेस पे होती है, ग्रुप बाय कमांड इज ऑल्सो ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ सम फील्ड। ओके, check it. Total there are 2 students having grade A. Total there are 2 students having grade B, and there is only 1 child with the grade C. Why counting is coming first and grade is coming at the second column? Because we have given the order in that way. If you give order in this way, grade, comma, count star, okay, check it out. Am I clear? Yes, class, am I clear? Okay. Now, I want to create a new column. I want to display the result after adding 5 to marks of each student. हर बच्चे के मार्क्स को 5 के साथ ऐड करके मैं एक कॉलम डिस्प्ले करवाना चाहता हूं विद द नेम फाइनल स्कोर। Select name, comma, marks plus 5 as final score from board 2. You are performing some calculation. When you perform some calculation, definitely one column will be created, and the name of that column you can give with the help of as keyword. ये कैलकुलेशन करने के बाद एक नया कॉलम बनेगा, उस कॉलम को ये नाम दे दिया। ओके, क्लियर टू ऑल? चेक इट आउट। Check the output carefully. If you want to change the name of the column, you want to give a different name to the column, you want to create alias for the column, this is how you can do it with the help of as keyword. Right? Clear to all?